fight for your honor. I'll be the hero you're dreaming of.
Now here's a song many will know, Glory of Love, one of several chart toppers by singer-songwriter Peter Cetera, but it's special. The first song from his first solo album after he left soft rock band Chicago in the mid-80s.
And he was no slouch in Chicago either. He wrote one of their biggest hits, If You Leave Me Now, a chart topper for 2 weeks. And with the rest of the band, it gave more hits like You're the Inspiration and Hard Habit to Break.
A great career, both with Chicago and as solo artist. We welcome this morning Peter Cetera to our studio.
Good morning, Peter.
Good
Welcome.
morning
Welcome to
you.
Singapore.
Thank you, thank you.
Not your first time, though. You've been here before.
This is my third time now.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
Well, you know, you've had such a wonderful career over the last a few decades, and you've taken on a lot of roles during this time. We have to ask you, though, I mean, you write, you sing. Which is your favorite?
I think writing, when you first create something that's like, oh, I like that. That's the most fun I have. I think more, and then performing, of course. The studios last. Studios. That's a hard work.
And then when you write, I mean, you know, is there a certain creative process that you go through that's uniquely yours? Because, you know, you're writing your songs, they've been chart toppers, the words really resonate with people all around the world, and they're touching as well.
If I don't have a formula. If I did, I would write more #1 songs, but it's very hard. It has to come from the heart, and I think that's the way I write, excuse me. That's you know, I try and write the way I feel from the heart, and I think it resonates with more people because of that. You know?
Well, do you look back now and think of the earlier days? I mean, we got to ask you about your time in Chicago, of course. You know, I mean, your songwriting then, for example, versus what you're doing now. Have you seen a real change, or?
I think it's all the same. One of the things people ask me is if I write many songs, and I don't. I don't have a backlog of songs waiting. I'm sort of like a bad school kid in that I'll study for the test the day before the test, and that's how I write. When there's a CD, then I start writing. Oh, I have to have songs, you know.
So you need a deadline, otherwise.
I need a deadline. Yes, I need a deadline. Deadline and a cheat sheet. No.
So when you decided to go on your own, I mean, you know, you were at the height of your success with Chicago and decided to go solo. I mean, when you look back now, do you ever think maybe I shouldn't have, or maybe I should have done it a bit later? Were there any regrets?
I think it was probably should have done it sooner than later. You know, being with the band is a marriage. It's like a marriage, and pretty soon things are different. You want this, and they want this, and you don't want, and so it's like a marriage. And when a marriage, especially in America, I don't know so much over here, but it's a divorce. It's a divorce.
But one just wonders, I mean, because at the time when you left, your band was really at its peak, and you're riding really high. So, you know, didn't you want to just see where the success might go next before you actually step down from it? Or was motivation to leave really greater?
You know, I didn't leave so much as we just had a mutual agreement to part. You know, it wasn't my I'm leaving. No, it was we had a mutual, and you know, sometimes you have to do what's not best financially. You have to do what's best in your heart, and that's what that time was.
Well, it worked for you. I mean, you went on.
I'm having a wonderful time. Yes.
Yeah. Although I have one more question about Chicago, because people have to ask whether I'm sure you get it all the time, but a reunion. People are always thinking, hoping maybe one day you guys will get back and do a bit of a, you know.
Well, you know, like I said, it's sort of like a marriage. It's sort of like asking somebody, do you want to get back together with your ex-wife? You know, never say never, but I'm very happy now. Very happy.
Yeah, it's sort of a situation where I wish you the best of luck, but yes, you know, I'm out of the picture.
Exactly, now. Exactly. You know, I'm my own boss. Not always the best thing to be, but I'm very happy.
So you plunge into your solo career, and your Glory of Love, I mean, that was a smashing hit. That must have a special place in your heart.
Well, I mean, it did. It was on my first solo album. I know I had a couple of hits. I had a #1 with Amy Grant, Next Time I Fall, and so coming right out of the, right out of the box. And I really didn't get any support from the record company, so that was another split that I had to do. So whatever success I've had has come from the people loving the music, and yeah, and it was and I'll tell you a secret. Glory of Love was actually written for the Rocky movie where he fights the blonde Russian. And we got into a contractual problem with that. 2 weeks later, the people from Karate Kid came looking for a song. And I played them this song. We changed a few words, and it fits
Perfectly.
even better. Very special.
Oh, okay.
Very
Now, we never knew
special.
that.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Should I have not said that?
Yeah.
Am I in trouble?
It's a secret just between us.
Yeah,
Nobody else
okay.
knows.
Don't
That's
tell
right.
anybody.
Yeah.
Well, you did say you wanted to also go solo to spend more time with your family and
Right,
with your
and I
daughter.
did.
Yeah.
I moved from, originally Chicago out to Los Angeles, and then with the Chicago thing. And then after I went solo, then I took my then daughter, who just turned 30 last week. We moved to Idaho when she was 1 year old. And so it's been a long time.
But during that time after you left, you stopped touring altogether for a good
did.
decade, didn't you?
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I mean, I didn't feel. I think I had had enough, and at a certain point in your career, I know I did. You feel that you're not relevant. You think that everything is changing you by. There's no room. And that's what I did for years. I was up in Idaho working out, and staying away from show business. And I was fine with that. And then actually David Foster was the one that called me up to do a symphony thing. And so he got me back out and working. And through that, the PBS people called me up and wanted to know if I would do a PBS special. And that's how I got back into doing this again.
Okay.
So tomorrow night, my show is my electric 7-piece band. But I spend my time doing with symphonies, but this is the electric show, which will be a lot of fun tomorrow.
You mentioned that you kind of left because also you didn't feel relevant, and you came back to the show business industry again. I mean, after so long, you see the music industry has changed quite a bit, right? I mean, how did you find yourself fitting into it? I mean,
not very well. Really, the music business, I don't know what it is anymore. What made me come back was the people. Throughout the years, so many people, and I started realizing they would come up to me and say, I got married by yours. I said, don't blame me. But we played your song at my graduation. We did this. You know what your song means to me. And when you hear that, you realize that there's room for everybody. And just to hear that my songs mean so much to so many people. And I started touring and traveling again. And I'm having more fun than I've ever had, And we had the chance to come, like I say, I've been here a week, and been with the promoter, Mr. Kenneth Lowe. He's been nothing but the best. And so we're going to hopefully do more.
Well, I think a lot of fans out there are looking forward to your performance tomorrow. But we do know that today is a very special day, and we want to thank you for coming in this morning, Peter Cetera. I mean, he gave us big hits like,
Lots of hits. If You Leave Me Now, Hard to Say I'm Sorry, Glory of Love, there are many of that. And of course, as he mentioned, he's here for a one-night concert only in Singapore. It's Saturday, 14 September, taking place at the Star Performing Arts Centre. For tickets, visit the website address on screen right now, citizenk.com.sg. You can still get some tickets to catch him in action.
And with this, we're going to wrap up AM Live this Friday, but not just yet. We mentioned it is a special day. Why is it special? Why is it special?
It's special because we found out that it is
your
birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Peter.
Thank you.
We really want to thank you for coming in this morning.
86 years old today, ladies and gentlemen, 86.
Oh, no. Well, we've got a little
young.
special something for you here.
Oh, how sweet. How
And
lovely.
mind you, we've never done this for anyone.
We don't just do this for
before.
anyone.
So
Oh,
you are,
wow.
there you go. Make a wish and you can blow the candle out.
I wish that everybody could come to the concert tomorrow night. It would be wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you, Singapore. Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And to the
There
rest
we
of our
go.
viewers, have a good weekend.